What it do is your boy A-Tone.
It's your boy Tony Caponius.
All righty, how your day be?
Fantastic, fabulous. I'm doing what I do, you know.
I feel you, man. I can't complain. Ain't nobody listening. How you doing today, Miss B?
I am fabulous. Thank you.
What we got going on today?
Well, today we are going to talk about being honest.
Honest?
Gotta try that.
Yeah.
I gotta try that.
I like lying. Go ahead.
That's why I say I gotta try being honest.
Okay, what you got?
Okay. If you had a coworker that walked in every morning and didn't speak to anyone, would you say anything?
If they didn't speak to anybody,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't give a shit. That's their preference.
Okay.
You know what I'm supposed to say? Would you?
No, I really don't care. I don't care.
Unless I spoke.
That shows, honestly, that shows your I like to say home training or whatever. Whenever you enter a room like that, you're supposed to speak anyway, but you can't make grown people do stuff they should have learned when they was kids. So if you don't say nothing, I ain't gonna say nothing. I mean, go about your business. I ain't talking about, you're not gonna put a damper on my day.
Well, if it was some bullshit, if I spoke to them and they ain't say nothing, then I'm gonna have an issue.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But truthfully, they should speak when they walk into a room. I'm not saying, of course,
that's right. But what if you spoke to them and they ain't say shit back?
But my point is this right here, though. Every time I say something, why is it that you got to say but? I don't need you to. I'm not on trial here. Leave me alone.
Every time you get these big dumbass cigars, you act real different.
But these things, you be five.
I just want you to know.
I'm just saying.
We was cool before the camera started. What else you got? He on some bullseye every time. All right, what else you got?
Okay, when people lose weight and they use alternative methods such as Ozempic or surgery, why do they try to make it appear as if they worked out faithfully in the gym to get rid of the weight instead of just being honest?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
I can't answer this question because I ain't lost no weight. I just wanted to say, here you go.
But the thing is, you're not fooling nobody. If anybody that work out know how hard it is to work out and lose weight, we know it don't come off that quick. So either you got Ozempic or either you done got that, what's that shit that you do on the intestines or your gas surgery or whatever. Mm-hmm. You ain't fooling nobody. How you go from fat as hell to now you a motherfucking sports trainer?
Crack.
Facts.
Crack, make them lose weight too.
Yeah, you ain't fooling nobody. Just say what it is.
I'm just saying everything out there. You got something, you be like, man, I know he weighed like 250 pounds. Now he weigh $150.
But and also then you know it's bullshit because you got that lollipop head ass effect.
Not just that.
Their head be big as hell and their body be skinny than a motherfucker.
Not just that. When you go to the house, you know they ain't got nothing in there. They done sold everything. I'm just saying.
But no, that's real talk. You know, when they got that big dumbass head like Al Sharpton and shit like that, you know, that Pez dispenser look. They got that Pez dispenser. You know that, right? Just be honest. We already know. The thing is, I think people respect you more just saying what it is. You ain't
gonna lie to you. Why do people be so concerned about somebody else losing weight and stuff anyway, though?
But you know what? The strongest, fittest motherfucker can get hit by a bus. What is your time? It don't matter.
Well, people notice, let's say if somebody take off work for 6 or 7 weeks and, and they come back and then they're much slimmer than they were when they left, people are going to ask like, hey,
Yeah, because I would ask, you been smoking? That's
what I would do. And then, once you take the shirt off, the ball, your motherfucking stomach look like balled up newspaper. So why do it? It's just, do it. If you choose to, if you're bold enough to make the decision to do it, live with your decision. You ain't got a lot of people. We already know.
Why is it that you have to acknowledge certain things you might have done to try to lose weight?
Yeah, but you don't. But the point is,
to me, that's a case of people worried about what other folks worried about how you did this. I don't. My health, regardless of how I did it.
With that being said, like that don't matter. But when you tell somebody some bullshit and you know it ain't true, just be truthful about what you do. That's all I'm saying. And you ain't got to tell nobody nothing, but don't come in here and act like you been on Jane Fonda workout fitness program and your ass know you ain't did shit but did a quick surgery. So that's bull.
Right. And then some people may be
looking for tips. Outside.
Ain't nothing wrong, man. Look at me, mom. What you call? I ain't gonna tell you what I am. Everybody know what I be.
And some people, they look for tips. They say, okay, what'd you do? I've tried this, I've tried that, and That has worked for me. So what did you do? So it's not necessarily that you're being nosy.
I cheated.
It's just,
I cheated.
Hey, it's kind of hard for me to tell you what I did because I'm eating a damn double whopper with cheese while we talking about it.
Yeah, but that
That shit
yeah.
sound good as hell. Double
Just-
whopper with cheese.
What else you
Okay. When your children were growing up,
got? Mm-hmm.
what did you tell them about the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus?
I said, look, ain't no such thing as no Tooth Fairy Santa
Me
Claus
too.
because I work hard trying to get the
Me
stuff that
too.
you asking for.
Me too.
For real?
No, for real. Here go the thing. Why you gonna give some fat white ass dude credit for stuff that
You know,
work
bust
your
ass
ass off
to do. Yeah.
to do, and then you gonna give it to some fake? You automatically lie to your kids, but they get mad when they lie to you.
But I'm gonna tell you what I did with my kids. Seriously, I really did. I told them, TJ and them, Destiny, I tell them, I said, you know what? You have to realize that everything you ask for, Santa Claus can't get it for you. So we have to help him get it. So, you know, if you do what you're supposed to do or whatever you're doing like you're supposed to, we're gonna help Santa Claus bless you with the things that you want to get. But if you ain't, then you ain't getting it.
I told my kids
I
I'm
really
Santa
did.
Claus. My kid, we didn't celebrate.
And the reason why I did that was, like I said, Destiny and TJ, they're the youngest. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the one thing you really want to do, I mean, being totally honest, bro, is like you don't want to steal that innocence from that child because you got some that actually look for it, but at the same time, you know, yeah, I let them believe a little something. You
No,
talking
I feel you.
but as far as like Easter bunnies and all that stuff, nah,
I didn't.
know about all that.
My kids, I told them who bought it. Halloween, we didn't celebrate Halloween. We didn't do none of that. I went and bought the candy. You can go from room to room and pick some shit out the room. I just didn't trust
That particular holiday.
you. And then you especially celebrate the wrong holiday.
Yeah, that's why I said when it comes to Halloween, that particular.
Yeah, then you got people putting fucking razor blades and apples and all kind of stuff. Nah, I just bought it for them and told them what it was. I didn't, well, what they choose to do with their kids, their choice. I just told them what, we didn't do. So
I'm gonna tell you, man, that
it's
you
cool.
know, and you know, kids turned out great. Either way it go, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's a beautiful
it ain't that they got to follow what I did with their kids. I'm just telling them what I did with them. So now after that, that's their choice because they're parents now. So do what you feel.
Growing up, all we do is we just show them the door. It's up to them to walk through it. I got that from the Matrix.
That sounds like the Matrix.
I had to do that.
Red,
Okay. What else you got?
the red, what's the red?
The red and blue pill.
Red candy corn. Or the blue. But yeah, no, I didn't do all that.
So did they ever have friends? Did they ever come back to you talking about what their friends had or what their friends told them? Because even though you may have told them, the truth.
They didn't tell them because when Halloween came, I cut the light off.
Yeah, because you ain't covered the
So you were hiding out.
I wasn't hiding out. I just wasn't giving shit. what I'm hiding for? It's my damn out. I ain't giving shit.
My thing is, just like you just said, cut the lights off and everything.
Yeah,
if you knocked on my door, I'm like, what do you want?
Shit, just the other day, somebody knocked on the door. I was like, oh, damn, I cut the light off while they was knocking.
Not late. I guess they ain't here. That's right.
I saw the mom in the truck in the street. I just cut the light off.
Now why you let your
she
child
like
walk
it?
up
And
your
I saw mom all of them gave me the middle finger and walked off.
I know they did.
So they gave me the middle finger and walked off. I'm sorry, I forgot it was Halloween. You remember you just left.
Yeah.
I said as soon as you left, I let everything out. Boom, boom, boom. They said do 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 do. I said, oh. Motherfucker.
Caught you slipping.
You know what I'm saying? No, but it's nothing wrong. It's to each his own what they do with their kids.
What you do, what you want to do is fine.
But
if you feel a certain way about certain things, of course, that's what you.
Yeah, and I told my kids what, and as they get grown, like I seen my two grandsons, they had full costumes on out there.
Yeah, I see.
I'm not knocking it, I'm not knocking it. So I'm just telling you what I didn't do, But let's teach his own. What else you got?
And I was gonna come over here and knock on the door, dressed as damn Batman.
Who?
Big ass Batman. But I figured you probably would have reacted the wrong way.
No.
So I was like,
as soon as they came to the door, the camera went right to him. Get your ass out! I know I ain't shit. What else you got? I know I ain't shit. Whoever on there say he ain't shit. You're right.
Y'all absolutely right.
You're right. What else you got?
So, did you guys have a conversation with them about the birds and the bees?
Heck yeah.
Who?
Is
Yeah,
that what
I
is that how y'all presented it? Because when we were coming up, that's what they talked about, the birds and the bees. So
When have you ever seen the birds and the bees do it?
they be stuck
That's
together trying to fly in
exactly.
the
It's
air.
like
You know?
yeah, I don't
who
know where it
you
came
really watching
originated.
them birds and bees, and you got some big ass eyeballs when you saw the bees.
Believe it or not, kids, even my youngest kids, I mean, you and I always had that conversation with them, but they're actually teaching them a little bit better, even in school. I'm talking about just as far as talking about it. Yeah, you had a conversation because you don't want to go out there and, you know, do some ill, what's the word I'm looking for? Be irresponsible. I tell mine, don't do nothing till you get married. I ain't with all that junk.
I'm gonna tell you what I did.
So I just shred my boys. I'd be like, son, always practice safe sex. Make sure you pull the bed away from the wall.
No,
I just go.
I'm gonna show you what I did. I did something even better. I just showed them my check stub.
See, this what it looked like when you get.
This is what a deduction look like. All that? Yeah, don't have no kids till you ready. You see that check stub, you trip out like, oh,
damn.
What? They took all your overtime?
I don't need to touch her.
Yeah, I ain't with
be running from.
With them, I just told them, you know what I mean? Like, if you ain't ready for no kids, you know what I mean?
You got to realize how serious that is. Of course, you want to have that conversation, but you don't want them to make those mistakes.
No, and you want to be with somebody that you sure you're gonna be with, not that you're gonna know 100%. But you see how they raise, and you see, you know what I mean. You look at the family that they raised in, and you pretty much can get some form of what it's gonna look like because that's the way they've been raised. So you got to choose wisely.
That ain't even it. With me, you got to realize you young.
Yeah.
You ain't trying to do none of that until you get old because you got to realize when you have that kid or whatever, excuse me, or she had the girl gets pregnant or whatever, everything stops. I mean, I know it sounds drastic, but everything stops
the moment
because you stop being a kid. Now you got to be an adult. You just lost your whole childhood because you got to take care of that kid. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's a bad thing to do it and it's not planned. So you don't do that. You be careful about all that.
And even with that, not just that, not the kid, even the kid aspect. Once you do something like that, then you start doing what grown folks do. You done entered into a grown folks realm. So whatever come with that, you grown. Because I wouldn't be raised. I'm not gonna raise no kid that you had. I don't care how old you are.
Man, I be saying that all the time. Talking about something.
So the point is, it's
my baby.
You see a lot of girls. You see a lot of young men that once they get into that having sex and all that, they forget about their career. They don't hear nothing their mama saying no more. They don't listen to nobody because they done enter the realm of grown folks that they don't know nothing about. And it just messes up their life and it spirals out of control from there. Because
the thing is to get yourself get yourself established in life. You meet that mate or that person that you want to be with, and y'all settle down. And if you got everything in place, if you want to have kids, and it sounds just like a fairy tale, but it's the truth. If you want to make it, you got to put everything in place first.
And I'm gonna tell you also some things that most people don't look at is, and I ain't making it a race thing. When you look at white people versus black people, they don't have kids right now. They'll get a dog together and see how they can raise that dog. And you see one will be arguing, suing each other for the dog or whatever. You will know if that's for you. You know what I mean? And then most of them they go to school to find their husband. We go to school after we then got pregnant. Now you want to go get your degree and all this shit after the fact. We should have done that before.
It makes it so much harder.
And it makes it harder. So we're doing it in reverse of the way that they do it. You see what I mean? And that's what causes us the most problem because you expecting this boy to be a father when he never had one. And you expecting her to be this mom when her mom was, what I mean, never taught her those things. A lot of them can't even make Kool-Aid, but you're trying to start a family. You see what I mean? So we ain't trying to get
you want to still go out and everything. You can't go
out. And yours is over once you have a kid.
That's it. That's why I say your life is a drastic change.
No, it's
ain't
over.
Nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds so hard to say that, but you're right. It's over because everything that you aspire to do, even if you still do it, it's super hard.
Yeah.
Because you got this child, this baby, or whatever that you got to take care of, and that's going to take away from everything that you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's time consuming. I'm like, that's full time, regardless.
Yeah, that's so. You know it's just that's the same thing I told them. I always told my kids. I said, okay, you gonna wish you was a kid when you was grown again. So
Man,
you
what you
enjoy
talking
being
about?
a kid. I always tell them.
I couldn't wait till I
Enjoy
got
being a
grown. I
kid.
just say that all the time, man.
Enjoy being a kid because when
I
you
know I got
grown, you
my
gonna wish
first-
you was a kid
I
again.
got my first little damn credit card, and that little bill used to kill me. Then you grow up, you get house payments, and
Yeah, like dude. So
I don't even want to talk about
yeah,
it. No more.
and
I'm
the
about to
thing
get
is,
emotional.
and no, real talk, they think you
Damn.
they think you being on them, and you just basically trying to help them out and show
Because
them
they
the
ain't
way.
start paying that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. When they start paying, they be like, "Oh, God."
Yeah, now I see it, but
Yeah.
it's too late. You got to go through with it. You ain't no
Mhm.
tired, ain't no I quit, ain't no this. No, you in it because you wanted to be grown so bad. But yeah, enough of that. What else you got?
Okay. Well, a lady.
You see my shadow.
He's doing what he do. He mind his business.
What else? Okay, what else you got?
So a lady got engaged to her boyfriend, and they wanted to make sure they were financially stable before they got married.
Mm-hmm.
So after 6 years, they were more settled in their careers, and she wanted to start planning for their wedding. And he said no. He was good. Now she feels like she's stuck, and she doesn't know if she should leave or stay for this reason, because everything was going well up until she wanted to start planning for the wedding.
Okay.
Now he wants to continue living together, but as far as making it legal, no, he's okay with that. So what would you do if this were you?
Okay. First of all, here go the thing. You can't force nobody into wanting to do what you want to do, right? Don't get me wrong. If it takes for, and I'm not saying this against marriage or nothing, if it takes for the city or the state to certify that y'all are a married couple, you already messed up because most dudes when they hear that paper, they thinking about it's a lot of things we ain't even worked on yet to be trying to rush into a marriage right away. We need to make sure we understand each other, know each other. What's your faults, what's your likes and dislikes. You can't just plan it because with women, your whole life you planning on getting married. That's you grew up. Easy bake ovens, trying to be, you know what I mean, figuring out that. That ain't what men taught. We taught to go get it and bring it back home. So that automatically, if I'm not ready, you make me feel forced like I'm doing something. You know what I mean?
And if you don't feel that you are ready to do it, then you should do it.
Exactly.
And then obviously with that right there sounds to me like certain conversations weren't made. They wasn't having that certain conversation. Because, like I said before, if we on the same page, then we know what it is that we're really trying to do.
Exactly.
And it's got to be both of y'all. One person can't want to do it and the other one don't, because it's going to cause distortion. Did I say that right? That's good. Yeah, it's going to cause, what I just said in the situation. Yeah. It sounded good when I first said it because I knew what I was saying. It just didn't come out right, but like I was saying, but you got to be on the same page, really. And marriage is not a bad thing, but it's not for everybody.
And not just let me ask you this: as a woman, you know what I mean. A lot of women do the get married for their friends.
Yeah.
To say I'm married, girl, and this and this and this and that. They show that they live in that lifestyle, but the whole life the whole thing ain't based on we got a solid foundation of what we're doing. We just get married so people say it look good. You can be married 20 years and only be happy too. Was that a good marriage? You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. As a woman, what do you think about that?
About this particular situation?
No, just about
that situation.
Yeah,
how do you feel about that? In this situation, they were engaged, so he proposed, and they had a conversation. So they both equally decided, hey, let's wait till we get in a better financial position before we actually tie the knot.
Right.
So after 6 years have passed, they both have done really well in their career. So they're in a position now where they were stable, they had moved, got a house. So they've done these things. So she is thinking, well, hey, it's time. This is what we talked about. This is what we both agreed on. And now when she wants to make the plans, he's like, no, I'm good. So if at some point, if he had changed his mind and said, well, no, I just like the way that things are going now, it seems like he would have communicated that when at whatever point that he changed his mind about it.
But that's fair. But at the same time, he should be honest. If it's something that he don't like that she's doing or not doing, he should have said that. So whereas now it makes it less of an argument when he say he's not ready because there's certain things that both of us need to fix. That I don't want to go into this if this ain't resolved.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You
So
acknowledge what it is, whatever. Because I get it. I
she's not wrong.
Because we said we were going to do it and we were at that position. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, when it comes to him, I think he end up going to Magic City.
Yeah.
But no, end up doing some strange little piece of
in real talk, she's not wrong. He's wrong for saying what's holding him up from wanting to do.
That's the only thing. We've gone through all this and everything in life is great. It's getting better and it's gotten better. Right. And now she's not wrong for anticipating this, but this is what we said.
But he wrong for not saying it's something that's holding him up.
Acknowledge it.
Yeah.
See, we ain't just against women. We with the truth.
So, and I think she had.
We'll say that, but the truth over here, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Really, you know what I'm saying?
And she had an idea of a nice, lavish wedding,
which women always do.
And he had an idea of courthouse. Something, quick. Let's just go ahead and do it.
But let me tell you something. Here's the thing. See, if it's truly about the marriage and the union, it ain't where you do it. See, when you start doing that, I need this, like we talked that last episode with the uncle. No, the last episode, the uncle trying to offer 15,000, and she talking about 50. You ain't my damn daughter. But the same thing. Why not take that money and put that money in our house that we want to get or a vacation we want to go to? Well, you don't have to put all that money into the wedding.
I know, but I'm going to be honest with you, man. We as men, and I'm talking about us as men, we know what we want. And we know that when it comes to getting married, honestly, that part is for the woman. That's what she wants. So if it's her special day, just like it's our day, go on and give her her day. You know what I'm saying? Go on and give her her day and let's do it. Because all you got to do is show up and show out. Like me, I blessed mine. When I married her, that was the best thing that happened to her. You know what I'm talking about? Wasn't that right, me? Because you know shit. Yeah, man, you're a hater. You're such a hater. You're a hater. I love you, man. But you still, that was a hater. Okay, I'll take it back. It's okay. No problem. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, what else you got? What else you got? I'm just saying. Damn.
Okay. Wow. Well, a man won't give up his dog who sleeps in the bed with him for his new girlfriend.
And sleep in the bed with him. He taking it too far. His feet. Yeah, he taking it too far. He taking it too far to sleep in the bed, though. Yeah,
the girlfriend thinks the dog is jealous. Now he said he would give up the girlfriend before he give up the dog. And the dog, he said the dog is like his brother, it's like his best friend, and it's like a son to him. And the son is good for emotional support. Okay. And has kept him from going into a depression. Okay. So he is really tied to his dog. So what would you do if you met someone who was attached to their pet in this way?
First of all, it ain't gonna be no sleeping in the bed with me. We're gonna get that out the way. But second of all, one thing about a dog, no matter what mood you in, when he see you, he happy as hell. As soon as you come in with a wife or a girlfriend, he's like, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" Dogs never change. They come in like, "Nigga, where you been?" Like, you know what I mean? And I can understand that part. Outside the sleep in the bed is some bullshit. But yeah, I'm not gonna get rid of the dog for her, but she can sleep in the bed. Man. He ain't gonna be in the bed, but they don't never look. I'm talking about they don't never not be happy when they see you. And shit, and the thing about them too, you ain't gotta do nothing but get them some treats. You gotta buy motherfucking red bottoms, a motherfucking Range Rover, weave, or nails, or something. I don't know about all that right there. What? I'm buying the Range Rover. No, but I'm saying dogs don't need that. You get motherfucking jerky, it's done. Even my girl, I got about a range, a stove. That's about it. I'm not buying no range.
And she gonna be cooking when I do that.
Real talk. But yeah, the sleep in the bed part is
No, that's too much regardless. I don't care.
Yeah.
I love my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But at the same time, no, you better go on back over there somewhere.
But yeah, but they are good companions. They always happy to see you. On your worst days, they still make you be like, oh
Yeah.
shit, and get
No
you
matter
out
what,
your mood.
no
Yeah,
matter
so-
what, they're gonna greet you
And,
happy, tail wagging.
and shit, the wife don't do that.
Shit, boy, what you
So I'm
talking
just
about?
saying.
Man, why you said that in my
Sorry.
life, man? What you talking about?
What else you got?
All right, it is GMS time.
G to the M to the S. Romance scenarios.
Did you get it?
What you got?
Yeah. Okay. So a guy has been dating a female and he's feeling left out when it comes to attending events for her job.
Okay.
She is a paralegal for a law
You feel
firm.
left out. Shit, I don't be want to go. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's a paralegal for a law firm.
Okay.
And often they will host parties for clients.
Okay.
From her perspective, her man lacks couth.
Cool. What the hell?
Yeah, he's uncouth. And he doesn't know how to handle his alcohol.
Okay.
She took him to a birthday party for her aunt. And he had a little too much to drink and he was loud and belligerent. So she's trying to make a name for herself at this law firm. And she doesn't need him embarrassing her at her office event.
Okay.
She is allowed to bring a guest, but she never invites him for this reason. So what advice would you give to him?
No, what advice would I give to her?
That's wrong. I don't care.
My advice to her is tell him what he's doing that you don't like,
and let him change. And if
and
he don't change,
that's the part that I'm so big on. When I be saying keep it 100, I'm not just saying that to say it. Tell him, hey, if we go to this thing, baby, you can't be drinking, you can't do like this and do that. And I'm not telling you what to do. It's your choice whether you want to go or not. But I can't afford that. I'm telling you what it is. But for you to say I don't tell you at all, then to make it seem like you got somebody else at the job waiting for you.
Yeah.
Without being honest. Just be honest and say what it is. If he can't handle the truth, then you shouldn't be with somebody that you can't speak your truth to.
You're supposed to say it anyway. This is my job.
Thank
this
you.
is what I do.
And he should know it.
You get here, you get the drink and everything, you know, I go out and come back in. You on the table doing like the helicopter stand.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff, man. I'm going to tell you something. That happened to me one time. It really did. It really did. And I didn't mean to do it, but I couldn't help it. Anyway, that's all those stories.
Well, yeah, just be.
You have to be honest.
You got be honest.
Certain situation you're in. You know what I'm saying? It's certain ways you got to carry yourself.
Yeah.
And then a job, any business event or something like that right there, you're not supposed to do it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not going to come to my folks' house, my brother's house, and get crazy like that. Don't say that. But I'm just saying, so I'm not, you know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, you got to know how to carry yourself.
And
always.
That's a fact. But be truthful about it, though.
Yeah.
Tell them what's what. It ain't that I don't want you to go. It's that you can't do what you do at your homeboy's crib.
Tom,
you know what I mean?
Come on, Tom, man.
I love you, bro, but I'm telling you, that last time.
You and Ace trying to do, we got them Harlem Shuffle. That is not working.
No, for real. That last time your ass was on there trying to do the motherfucking.
No, last time. You remember last time we was on here? And boy, your ass was trying to damn rap.
Lord have mercy. Look, you know, took the tablecloth, put on the floor, tried to do the windmill, and then wrapped your own dumb ass up in the cloth. Just be truthful, man. Be truthful to them. Like, people don't understand just telling a person that you with the truth about something don't mean you criticize them. It's just like, dude, it's different things from different places. We had our family reunion, go wild. But we had a job.
Even then, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. You know, it's still a way to carry yourself even then.
No, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you know, you're not allowed, you shouldn't be allowed to just get out and just do whatever. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have some kind of couth about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Couth. You got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to do something. You know, come on, man.
But not just that. And also, you got to, whoever the person is, whether it be the male or the female, you got to learn how to choose who you're going to be with. If you got to pick them up every time because they drunk,
right?
Then you
got to learn how to walk away from it. Because a lot of times you don't know what you got until you get into it.
Exactly.
And once you get into it, if you don't, acknowledge certain things you're doing that I don't like, that I, you know what I'm saying? And it's a way to say everything. You know what I'm saying? If it's something you're doing that's wrong or whatever, then you acknowledge it. And if you eventually don't change, then sometimes it hurts. You just got to move on. You got to do what you got to do.
Change. But the point is, be truthful to yourself.
Yeah.
You can't blame him if you accept it, or you can't blame her if you accept it. So that's the whole point.
The whole point is you're being honest.
That's
the whole thing.
And look, sometimes being honest may make you the bad guy. It may do all that.
You're right.
But what's worse is if you feeling that and not saying it, it's making you a more bitter person because now you're gonna start reacting to that person in a bitter form. Right. You know what I mean? So you might as well tell the truth because if not, ain't nothing gonna change.
It's real tough.
What else you got?
It's real tough, you know.
Well, that wraps it up.
With that being said, we appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share, and the notification to let you know whenever we drop a video. Also, do the same at Stick Talk 101. You know what I mean?
Yes,
indeed.
indeed.
And we appreciate y'all. What you got to say, Tom?
Man, I just want to thank everybody and everything. Like he just said, you know, Stick Talk 101, humming and coming at you. Stick Talk 100. You know what I'm saying? We doing what we do, and we thank y'all. And we appreciate y'all coming on in and enjoying what we do. We invite y'all in our house. Feel what I'm saying? And with that being said, it's your boy Tony Scaponius.
A-T-O-N-E.
And
I'm your girl, Miss B.
For sure.
Deuces.
Peace.